Hi Cancers, it's Nick. I hope you guys are doing amazing. This is for all my Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, males and females. We're going to be covering the week of March 22nd till the 28th, and we will also be having the full moon in Libra this week. And I feel like personally that this full moon is kind of reminding us to reestablish a peaceful, harmonious relationship, not just with other people, but I think most importantly with ourselves, our relationship with ourselves. Do we see the beauty? Do we see the peace within ourselves? Do we feel that? Because if we don't feel it with our own relationship with ourselves, our outside relationships are not going to reflect that. So I think that's going to be an important thing for all of us to think about this week, okay? All right, so this is for all my Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, males and females. We're going to be covering a little bit of health, finances, and love, so hopefully you will find this helpful. And I will have the link to the extended reading below in the description box, so if you find that's resonating, you want to spend more time, dive in deeper, that will be below for you guys to check out after you're done watching, all right? Okay, cool. So let's just get right into it, Cancers. All right, so Cancers, I feel like for this week, there's going to be a lot of like in-house cleaning. It's like you're cleaning out the clutter. I'm seeing like a swamp, and your waters are supposed to be clear, beautiful, see-through, clean, but right now it's almost feeling like swampy, and I'm seeing this like frog that's just trying to like bounce and go off the lily pads, and it's trying to eat out all the flies. So I feel like you're cleaning, doing a lot of internal emotional cleaning in your own little world, your own little universe this week, okay? So I think it's gonna feel much needed. And I think, oh, well, it's funny because it's like spring is coming up, so it's like spring cleaning. So you may be actually doing physical cleaning, but also just like internal emotional clearing out of things from the past, okay? I'm seeing that the number 28, if not also the number 10, may be important numbers for you guys this week as well. And for some of you, you are getting the frog animal spirit. So if frog is something that resonates with you, or you want to look into that a little bit further, maybe it'll ring a bell for you. Little froggy. Okay, and as far as your health, I feel like there is some physical fatigue, either from physical working or something, or exercising, or you just physically, your body may be feeling a little bit tired this week, drained. And I think also there could be some heartbreak, like maybe you've been having heart condition, or you like emotionally feel some kind of heartbreak, and that's kind of like showing in your physical body as well. So your energy levels may be a little bit low this week, Cancers. It doesn't mean you can't still do things, but maybe just be kinder to yourself this week. Don't push yourself more than you are actually able to do. It's okay to take a little bit of a break, maybe call off one day if you're really just not feeling it. And just take it easy on yourself this week, because I feel like there's going to be a lot of different energies hitting you, and you may feel just kind of like, oh my gosh, drained and exhausted, okay? So take it easy. Don't be too hard on yourself. And I feel like when it comes to your work, school, career, and finances, I think it's like you're leaving one thing to go off to something better. So you may be closing the chapter on something. Maybe you just finished a course. Maybe you just finished an exam or a test. Or you finished a project, or you're leaving behind something that you were once working on and now you're moving on to something else. Maybe you're switching jobs, maybe you're moving locations, or you're no longer investing your energy into something and you're moving on to something else. Maybe you're like, you know what, this just is not for me anymore, or I've done my part here, I'm moving on to something else. Maybe you're moving to a different department. Or you're just taking a little bit of a break. Maybe you need a little mental break or just an emotional break from everything. And you may not be feeling kind of like all the way 100% to give your all. So this may be the week where you're kind of like retreating, taking some time off, or you're not pushing yourself as much, even I guess with your health, but also with your career, finances, okay? So you may be feeling some kind of like emotional loss. Maybe, there is someone at work who left, and now that was like your best friend, your best work buddy. You're like, you know what, I think it's my time as well. And there could be a lot of other different scenarios, but I feel like there's some kind of like moving on or leaving something in regards to your work, school, career, okay? When it comes to your love relationships and dating life, some of you could have Aquarius, if not also Scorpio somewhere in your chart. And as far as the person you could be dealing with, or maybe you have been or will be dealing with, they could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or a Taurus, or maybe another earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn. But I get more so water or earth, like Taurus and Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But of course, it doesn't have to be, it could be any sign. Like I always say to you guys, it could just be the energy that this person is embodying. So just keep that in mind, guys, okay? I feel like you are really receptive, you're really open and welcoming of love, and I feel like this is just in your nature. You've always kind of been this way, even at times when you're like, oh, screw love, I'm over this, I'm not gonna do this, I'm not gonna do that. Even when you tell yourself that, you're still deep down inside always wishing, always hoping that love will find you. So you're always kind of welcoming love into your life, whether you believe it or not. This person, I think you've been craving it. You've been craving love. You've been craving for someone just to hold you, to hug you, to kiss you, or just be there for you, give you emotional support. Kind of like what all of us really crave, right? But I feel like more so you, this week, you're going to be craving it more than usual. And you have someone here who their energy is like really, really off. I don't really like it. And I feel like they're really at a low vibrational point right now. I'm not saying they're a horrible person, but at least just right now, in this point in time or this week, this person's energy is just like, oof, all the way off. They're feeling a lot of resentfulness, either towards the situation or towards you, or even just within themselves, kind of like bitter, angry at the world, or angry with themselves. I just feel like they kind of have this like stank, kind of face or facial expression, like that, just kind of low energy. I feel like this is someone who has been or is acting very, or in their nature is really emotionally manipulative, and knows how to manipulate you in ways, or just like people in their life in general, is using love, or tries to use love to get their way instead of using it for the right reasons. And it could also just be, acting really nasty or just not really nice towards you. Someone who's been non-traditional, maybe they don't believe in anything, or they're not into religion, or they don't believe in God, they don't believe in angels, they don't believe in spirituality. They're like, I don't care, astrology's dumb, or all that. They could be just one of those people. It could also just be someone who kind of does things their own way, makes up their own rules, doesn't like to follow rules, is kind of like goes against everything, doesn't really have a lot of, or at least is not showing a lot of morals, values, high character, and kind of does all the opposite, if you know what I mean. Could even be someone who's not really monogamous, or maybe will pretend to be, but they're really not. They're always dating or talking to multiple people, entertaining things that they shouldn't be entertaining, being involved in things that are not really what most people would say good. Someone who could also even be a gold digger, or looks for people who they can get opportunities from. So an opportunist, basically. Someone who's not independent, depends on others to get what they want, can't really stand on their own 2 feet. There's a lot of problems with this person, okay? With you, I feel like you've been having a hard time making your dreams come true, or you've been feeling like, I'm trying to manifest and I feel like I'm not manifesting the things that I want, or like my healing has been prolonged, or my healing has been taking longer than I've been wanting, and I don't know why is everything happening to me. You may be feeling like the world is against you, or like all these bad things are happening left and right, up and down, side to side. And I think the problem is that you're trying too hard to fit into a category, or fit into a criteria, a social norm that is not you. You're trying to be something that you're not. And the moment you kind of switch that mentality and you just do things your own way, not how someone else told you, or what social media or your family, friends tell you, but you do it your own way, that's when everything starts to go a lot smoother. So the problem here is that you're not doing things your way, you're not living your truth, being an individual, and you're conforming too much to other people's standards. And I think that's blocking you. It's hindering you from doing what you should be doing, and being your own unique true self. Okay, some of you maybe have not been feeling so confident or comfortable in your own skin, or you don't feel confident in your skills, your talents, and it kind of, I feel like that in itself hinders you and blocks you from actually going out there and sharing it to the world and living out your dream, or having the courage to kind of just start it. I also feel like there's like a throat chakra blockage here where you haven't been able to speak your truth, or you don't feel like you can say what you want to say, or maybe you feel like you're in situations, environments where you can't speak up, or you can't say what's on your mind because rocks are going to get thrown at you, or people are going to go against you, or you're scared what people are going to say and you don't want to step on any toes. So I feel like there has been issues here with you speaking your mind, expressing yourself, showing your individuality in a way that resonates with you and is true to you. But I feel like all that is changing this week. I feel like you're going to be going through some deep transformation, Cancers, where it's internally you start to think and feel differently about yourself. You're like, you know what, I've had it. I want to be who I want to be, and I'm going to live my truth. And I think it's going to be really uncomfortable, but it's something that you're going to have no choice but to step into. And I kind of feel like this person is in your life for that simple reason, to kind of help push you into being who you're supposed to be. That they may not actually be aware of that, but this is why maybe the universe or God, your angels, has put this difficult individual in your life, not to harm you, not to make your life hell, but to kind of show you that you need to stand on your own 2 feet and you're stronger than what you think you are. And I think it's like this situation or this person's going to force you to step into that, like step up to the plate, because otherwise I think you wouldn't have had that like push or encouragement to do so. And so I feel like this person has been really toxic in your life, really stressful, has been maybe even felt more like a burden than a happy situation. And I think, you know, with relationships and connections, if you're unhappy like 80% of the time and only happy 20% of the time, that is a big major indicator that you are probably not in the right relationship with the right person. It should be the other way around, where 80% of the time you're happy and 20%, you know, there's some fights here and there, you're not always content, that's fine. But if it's 80% of the time, majority, you're unhappy, you're down, you're stressed, you're not feeling good, you're questioning yourself, you don't know where you stand, girl, boy, you are not in the right connection. And I feel like this person has been weighing you down, has been this force of resistance in your life. And I think you're really feeling it, or it's really hitting you this week. You're like, wow, you know what? I've been caring too much about a person, a situation that is really not in my highest good. And this is what's hindering me. This is what's blocking me from manifesting, because I'm putting so much of my energy and care into this that's not for me. And I think for you Cancers, you are such a powerful sign and you can manifest so much into your life. But what hinders you and what's your downfall is that you care too much about things that don't matter. You care too much about things that are not good for you, and that's what blocks you. I'm not trying to yell at you, okay? I'm not trying to yell at you and be mad at you. I want you to be happy. Like, I'm saying this from like a place of love, because I want you to live your life and I want you to be the happiest you can be. And I know I've been there when you're entertaining a person, relationship that's not for you. You want it to work so bad because you love this person, but does this person love you? Do they value you? Do they bring value, happiness into your life? If the answer is no, and you're crying most of the time, you're upset most of the time, then at some point you have to know when it's time to unplug the plug and choose you. Okay, but we're gonna dive in deeper in the extended to get more information, to see where their energy's at, what are they thinking, what are they feeling when it comes to you, what they don't want you to know that maybe you should know, and what their next action or move will be towards you, and then of course your advice at the end. And sometimes things can turn out different than what I channel right now, but from I think we're going to gain a lot more in the extended, and I feel like you're going to really have that confirmation with whatever information comes through for you, okay? So hopefully I will see you guys there. If not, I'll see you for our next reading. Thank you so much for being here, for watching, and hopefully I will see you next time. Take care. Bye.